Hi everybody, this is Poplar Picker. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome for the first time. Oh, it's raining and pouring and wind and everything out. It's so cold and crappy out. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you a little about Instagram. I started Instagram about almost a year ago, not quite a year. And it was probably, I would say, I think January or February. I know it was towards the end of the winter, so it was probably February, January, February. Anyways, doesn't really matter. It's been almost a year. So, and I also do DoorDash. For people who don't know me, I'm a reseller. I do eBay, Poshmark, Etsy. I dabble a little bit in Amazon occasionally. But I also do other things to supplement that. And one of them is Instacart. I do DoorDash, Postmates. I just signed up for Uber Eats, so I'll put a video out about that when I figure that out. Anyways, so Instacart is... for anybody who doesn't know, you go grocery shopping for people. Otherwise, like Cub Foods, I don't know about other grocery stores, but here, the only one, Cub Foods, has actual shoppers that do shopping at the store. They're paid an hourly rate, and they just hang out at the store and shop for people. And then people like me who deliver them go pick up the groceries and just deliver only, which I really like those because I can whip out a bunch of those. But anyways, so that's kind of what Instacart is. I've been doing it for almost a year. And I was going to put out a video shortly after I started it to say whether it was worth it or not. Sorry, guys. I need to get a haircut. Anyways, to see if it was worth it. At the time, I was going to make a video saying no, it wasn't, at least in my area, it's not worth it. But things have changed. I ended up getting busy, ended up putting it off, not getting the video out. So, and luckily I did, because, I just went and just did DoorDash all the time instead and didn't do Instacart. But they've changed. So in the beginning, I'll start in the beginning. In the beginning, when I started Instacart, you had to get on the schedule. You had to sign up for shifts, and then you would sit there and wait for them to send you orders, whether they be shopping or delivery. They penalized you if you said no to things, which kind of hurt me because I have some issues with my hands and stuff that sometimes a heavy shop I couldn't do because I have problems on certain days. I mean, some days I can do some of the heavier shops, but some days like today, I'm really sore today because of the damp weather, and I can't do all that. Well, anyways, so that kind of hurt me a little bit because of that. Also, I could never get on the schedule. There was too many shoppers, not enough shops, or not enough scheduled times. And so I was never able to get on the schedule because they have this thing called early access. And if you put out so many, I don't remember how many it is, but if you work enough hours, one of the things that they do for you is let you get early access to the hours. So you can sign up for the scheduled shifts before anybody who doesn't make that minimum amount of hours. You can take all the shifts if you want. So that was another problem. I could never get on the shifts. So, I mean, it was like, well, okay, well, DoorDash had this little button called Dash Now. So if you couldn't get on the schedule, if it was busy in the area, you could click Dash Now and dash, you know. So anyways, I ended up just doing DoorDash. I made good money on it. I'll make a video about DoorDash also separately. But it was working. And it was giving me what I needed that I wasn't making on a regular basis. So, So I kind of just quit Instacart. I didn't like turn in my card or anything and say I'm not going to do it anymore. But I just stopped doing it. I didn't even try. Well, then I got an email one day saying that they were changing things, that they were going to do I don't know exactly what they call it, but I call it like instant shops. So what happens now is, yeah, you can still schedule, but if there's an overflow of grocery deliveries, which there usually is, they'll send notifications to your phone saying, hey, we got this delivery that needs to be done, or we got this shop that needs to be done. And you can click on it and accept it and go do it, and then you're done, or you can go on to the next one. You don't have to schedule, which for me, you guys, the people that know me know that my life is so hectic that it's really hard for me to schedule anything. So it worked. It's working really well for me. Because like I said, I could never get on the schedule, first of all. And even now I still have a hard time. There's more hours available now than there were when I first started, because it's getting a lot bigger. There's a lot more people. When I first started, Instacart had just pretty much started in this area. So I'm glad my procrastination held me off on making a video that I was talking negative about it. And I wasn't going to talk negative about Instacart. I think it's a great program. I think it's a great way to make some extra money. And even then I thought, still I wasn't going to make a negative video. It's just in my area at the time, it wasn't worth it. But now it is. And it's, I'm really liking it. I've only been doing it again for a couple months now. So, but yeah, it's really working well. I mean, like yesterday, I worked my ass off and I made $200 in one day. So, I really worked hard. I worked that and DoorDash, but mostly Instacart. So yeah, I mean, it was every day you're not going to make $200. It's just, it was an extremely busy day, just so you know. So if you're going to start Instacart, which I highly recommend it, especially for people who just need a second income, just need to help out the spouse with the bills. I definitely recommend it for single moms who need a little extra money. It's great for, if you're just out and about and you can push, select deliveries that you want to make. I think that's great. If you need a steady income, I wouldn't recommend it being your only income. Not in this area. Maybe in a bigger city, maybe you might, but in this area, probably not. Now, in my area, it's probably about 90-some thousand people, so, it's not huge, but it's not small either. But yeah, I do recommend it. Would I go out and quit my job for it? No. But it's a nice supplement. So yeah, I do highly recommend it. And of course, I got to put in there, I have a referral link down in the description if you decide you want to do Instacart. And if you do the referral link, and whether you do mine or somebody else's, you both get a referral bonus, I think. Not just the person putting out the referral. I think you get a bonus as a shopper also. I know DoorDash you do. So, I'll put my referral code down in the description for you in case you want to use it. No pressure, but why wouldn't I put it out there? And I can't tell you how much the referral is because it depends on, I had a friend who lives in New York and her referral was going to be, if she did all the shops that she was going to do, excuse me, I'm sorry. it would have been like $1,000. But then again, my daughter, who lives in the same area, if she would have done hers, it would only been like 125. So it just depends where you are. All right. So anyways, yeah. Instacart gets my thumbs up. I like it. I'm planning on doing some videos about doing it, so you can stay tuned for that. What else can I say about Instacart? Oh, and if you do start Instacart, give yourself a couple of weeks, because you're not going to like just turn on the app, sign up, and start. You have to wait for them to send you your welcome kit, which includes a debit card, which you can't do without. Well, you can if you do like delivery onlys, but they won't let you do it without. So you have to wait for that. So it probably take, it says that it only takes 5 to 7 business days, but mine took almost 2 weeks. So I don't know why. And I think they do a background check too. So you have to wait for that. So give yourself a couple weeks to sign up, or to be able to start. Also, when you start, they make it sound like you have to have their green bags. They have these, I don't have one with me. They have these insulated green bags, okay? And they're kind of cruddy. I would recommend using a different one, but they say that you have to have proof that you have one. So, I mean, they cost like $25. You get 4 of them. They're nice big bags, and I thought that they would work really nice, but they're really not that great. Because in the beginning, I bought these bags, and the nice thing about it is it costs like $25 or whatever, and they'll take it out of the money that you've made on Instacart. So you don't have to like pay for it right up front. So that's kind of good. But like, when I quit Instacart, I thought, well, I'll just use them as insulated bags, coolers or whatever. We're always doing stuff where I need a little cooler to keep my water warm or something, or cold. And I took one with me this year when I was mowing grass. I mow commercially for my nephew in the summertime. And yeah, I wasn't keeping my water cold. The ice was melting. It was leaking, so they're not great for anything really. In my area, I don't really need insulated bags that bad, because my shops are pretty quick. You go get the stuff, and it's not that far to each place. And even if it is, 10, 15 miles, it really doesn't take that long to get there. Now, if you live in a busier area, and it's not hot here, usually, not extremely hot. And now, if you live in a bigger city where you're stuck in roadblocks and backed up traffic and stuff like that, then yeah, you probably do really need, and you're hot there all the time, yeah, you probably would need an insulated bag. But yeah, you can get those insulated bags anywhere cheaper than Instacart. So anyways, but I think they do make you prove that you have them. You don't have to have them to start. I mean, I started without them, but they do want you to have one like soon after you start. So you need to know that. Other than that, I think that's about it. I think I told you pretty much everything you need to know about starting Instacart. And yeah, like I said, I'd highly recommend it. It's especially with that new instant shopper feature. I love that. I never sign up. I never even try to sign up for scheduled shifts anymore. I just look on my phone and see what pops up, because you can just go on the app, and which I'll show you in a future video. You can just go on the app, and it either says no batches available, or it'll say how many batches, and you click on it, and all the batches will come up. Batches are shops or pickups. That's what they're called, is batches. So anyways, all right, well, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, because I always read my comments, everyone. Yeah, so ask away. I don't mind answering questions. All right. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.